Good morning and welcome back to Spearpoint Training Institute at our Empowerment Hour. And I'm excited about what the Lord is busy doing, not just in the church, but in the nation, right across the world, where there's a huge pressure for leaders with integrity, leaders of power and of sound mind. And there's a lot of pressure is placed on organizations to step up their leadership potential. And this morning I want to talk to you about reaching your leadership potential. We are living, as I said, in a very interesting time. We have just watched the Comrades Marathon on Sunday, a 90-kilometer Comrades. And it's not just of showing up and to run the Comrades, it's years and months of preparation, of running to prepare yourself for the ultra marathon. It doesn't just happen suddenly that you can say, I'm fit, I'm going to run. Even if you're a fit person and you're running already for a long time, to run an ultra marathon takes a lot of preparation. Not that I know, but friends of mine have run the Comrades quite a few times, and they've explained to me your body must be strong, you must be fit. But one of the biggest challenges in an ultra marathon apparently is your mindset. You have to overcome your mindset to slot in to what you have prepared for. And the same with us as leaders. We need to reach our potential. We need to reach our destiny. And the past Sunday I've also spoke to somebody, and the person asked me a question saying, now, why are everybody so preoccupied with potential and with destiny? And that made me think about destiny and purpose. In a nutshell, purpose or destiny, that is the thing that wakes you up in the morning, even if you do not feel like getting up. That is the thing that helps you in tough times and carry you through challenging times. As we went through the COVID pandemic a few years ago, it's now 2 years ago, that is the thing that helped me personally to overcome the stumbling blocks and the hurdles of being isolated, how everything we have done in the past has stopped and we had to redevelop, reinvent ourselves under severe pressure. So for this morning, I want to briefly share with you on the principle of reaching your destiny. I want to start with the scripture from the book of Philippians 3, verse 13 and 14. And it says, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. In other words, I have not reached my goal yet. I've not reached my purpose yet. I've not reached the end of the result yet. But one thing I do, and this is good advice, forget what is behind. Forget the past failures. Forget your past mistakes. It has happened, we cannot change it. But I want to go so far as to say, even forget your past successes. Do not rest on your laurels. Do not rest on your successes of the past, because my success of the past can become my hurdle of progressing in the future, because I'm holding on to my past successes instead of saying, man, life has moved on. I need to change. I need to reinvent myself. And in the future, we can do the same things of yesterday and expect different results. If you want different results in your future, get away from your past successes. And then it continues, straining toward what is ahead. Where are you going? What do you want to achieve in life? What do you want to achieve in 3 months, 6 months, and a year? Do you have action plans for the year planned ahead? Do you have plans for 5 years from now? Yes, I'm at the age where, according to definitions, I'm supposed to be a pensioner. But my goodness, I'm too young to sit around and wait for death. I must enjoy life to the fullest. And so many people, when they go on pension, they just go and sit and wait. Get up in the morning, go through a small routine and sit. Go to lunch and sit. Get up after lunch and rest. After that, you go and you go and sleep. After you watch an hour or two of television. There's nothing that drives you. And if there's nothing that drives you, it will pull you down. It will drain your energy levels. And you will die. First emotionally. Then spiritually. And then physically. Many people has died already while they are alive. Because they do not pursue destiny. There's an intelligent trap and a spiritual trap that stops us from reaching our potential. People stop learning. Once you stop learning, you stop growing. Once a living organism stops growing, they are busy dying. People stop being teachable. They know everything. They achieved everything. Nobody can teach them anything anymore. You're on the brink of destruction. People fail to develop a second effort mentality. What is a second effort mentality? A second barrier mentality. This is when you start afresh, anew, after you've made a mistake, to reach your potential. And your issue is not how high your potential is, but the question is, have you reached your potential? So I want to look at a few things on reaching my potential that will help us this morning to look at the principles behind reaching this potential. The first principle that we need to look at is a sense of purpose. You can never achieve your potential in life if you are not doing soul searching. Why am I born? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why must I get up in the morning? What does God want me to do? People who reach their potential are intensely goal-orientated. They are focused, not just long-term focus, but also short-term focus on a daily basis. A person that strives towards purpose will not allow time wasters in their lives. They will order and structure their life, their day. But so many of us do not even plan our day. We are just catching up on our day. So there's a difference between a man with a dream and a man with a vision. A vision is something that I've dreamed about. And I've applied my knowledge, my skill, my time, my effort, my resources into taking the dream and make it a vision. What do you see today? Where do you see yourself in a year's time? Where do you see yourself in the future? There was a time that I had a dream to write a book. And that dream became my vision, my driving force. Every available hour I started writing. And today I've done 12 books and counting. So let us never stop learning. We need to reach our purpose, our potential. That gives us a mission to get up in the morning. So let us live out this. And the second thing, do it in excellence. Leaders must decide to do the very best of their life. And a successful leader has made that decision early in their life. They didn't wait until at the old age to do something. This does not say you cannot do something new, something fresh. But to be successful, commit yourself to quality and never settle for average. Never settle for the second best. Nothing to do with pride. Nothing to do with ego. But it's all about doing your best. And stop using excuses for not doing the best. Average commitment brings an average marketplace value in your life. You cannot achieve great marketplace value with an average approach. There's no substitute for hard work. There's no substitute for work ethics. And when we look at our nation and nations out there, it is as if work ethics has been sliding backwards on the scale of importance of living. And this brings a breakdown of values. This brings a breakdown of standards being set. If I lower my value, I am portraying that lowered value to the next generation, and they will lower their values. And then we are undercutting the morals and the values of our community. And then we blame it, say our ethic values have been sliding. It's because we have settled for second best. We have accepted second grade performance. Leaders lead by example and through exhortation. They set the pace, set the example, and encourage others to raise their bars, to raise their standards as well. So exhortation is absolutely important. But if there's no example to follow, it's merely words. Excellence is the quality that lead to quantity. Do your best in everything. Even if you have to pick up a paper and throw it in a dustbin, even if it's not you that have done it, that's excellence. That's raising the standard. If every person decides today, in our nation decides today, I'm going to do my best. And once we have done my best, this whole nation shall be changed. Because everybody is doing their best. Number 3, contribution. An effective leader must focus on what he can give and not what he can get. A leader is in essence a giver of wisdom, a giver of impartation, a giver of encouragement, a supporter of somebody else. But we have changed leadership to a place of being served, of what I can get out of my position, how I can enrich myself and not raising the standards of those around me. Leadership has become a consumer approach in life. And because of that consumerism, we want more and more and more, because a consumer is never satisfied until we come to a place where we have changed our consumer approach to become a productive and come into production, raising the bar, helping others achieving their dreams, and we shall see them in the time to come. McDonald's are successful because they meet the needs of people. We can go to great, huge chain stores, Macro, Game, Walmart. They meet a need and they are successful. Real leaders must meet needs. We need to help our community in raising an awareness of community development, making a difference in people's life and not just what I can get. Number 4, responsibility. I've touched on this on the previous point, but I want again to emphasize it again. Until leaders are willing to accept 100% responsibility, they won't grow. They won't make a difference in their company, in the organization, in their business, in their families, and in their communities, in their neighborhoods. As long as we do blame shifting, we are exposing our immature status as a leader. A leader says, sorry, made a mistake, what can I do? How can I fix this? Don't do blame shifting. We're living in a country where we are blaming things that happened 25 and 27 years ago. Come on. Stop blaming. Start accepting your responsibility. Start producing the goods. Municipalities change leadership. Nothing changed. Every new leadership blames the previous one. And as we then start to blame others, we don't pick up the shovel and start working. Leadership is not about suits and ties, but about overalls and gloves. Becoming dirty for our community, doing something to raise a second generation of leaders that walks in excellence, that accept their responsibility, that embrace their role as a leader. So this is imperative that we remember that we must live a life totally surrendering my selfish being and start to serve our communities. We must accept our responsibilities within my sphere of influence and beyond. If everybody cleans just in front of their own house, the street will be clean without extra effort. By just you and me helping and doing our part. Even if it's small, let everyone do his own part. If I don't do my portion, somebody else must do their portion and my portion. And then people get demotivated because we get paid the same, but someone is working harder than the other one. Number 5, the second effort barrier. That is that thing that we need to say, man, I can do better. We must work against a broken will syndrome. Becoming demotivated. Dr. Russell Anderson once said, and I love this quote, he's a multi-millionaire. He says, to make a living, you work from 8 to 5. Then you make a living. But success is what you do between 5 and 8 in the afternoons. One works 8 hours a day to survive. But we work more than 8 hours for investing in our future. What are we doing when others are relaxing? Are we willing to pay the price? Are we willing to raise the bar? But we are so scared of making a mistake that we do nothing. Remember, you are not a failure if you are making a mistake or even if you fail at something. A failure is somebody who has made a mistake, refused to learn from it, and decide to remain seated. Stand up, dust yourself off, go and sit and see, where have I made a mistake? What have I done? What is wrong? How can I learn it? How can I learn from it? Apply it in your life and continue. But don't repeat the same mistake. Because the second time you do the same thing wrong, it's no longer a mistake, it's a choice. We can only have a mistake once. The second time, it's your decision. And number 6, and this is an important aspect, and I'm nearly done. Number 6, time management. We need to understand the saying that says you have to make time to reach your potential. You have to make time. We can never make time. That's a lie. We cannot generate it. We can only manage my time and manage my priorities. Everybody in life has 24 hours a day. Except those who eat a bar one day have a 25-hour session or 25-hour day. But this is just an advertisement for bar one. All of us have 24 hours. But successful people know how to utilize the 24 hours accurately. We cannot extend it. We cannot make it 25. We cannot make it 26 hours. You only have 24 hours a day. And as I've said, what Dr. Russell Anderson has said, we all work 8 hours to make a living. But that is the extra hours we sit in when everybody has left that will make us successful in life. And that is managing my time, managing my priorities. In order to be efficient in time management, we need to develop a bias for action. Set priorities. Concentrate on one thing at a time and make it a success. Don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things running simultaneously. We cannot grasp all these things and make success of everything. Cut back on the things you are doing and make sure that what you are doing is successful. Concentrate on this. Put your life on paper. In other words, write it down. Write your vision. Make it simple. Make it understandable. Make it achievable. But that achievable must require of us to get up out of our comfort zone, out of our point of relaxation, and start doing something. And keep a balanced life. Exercise. Spend time with your family. Go to church. Have a balanced life. But once you are on a Monday to Friday, you put your everything in. 8 hours a day will not make you successful. You will make a good living. But if you want to overachieve, you must overperform on 8 hours. And then the day will come, as Zig Ziglar has said, that we can do the things that we want to do when we want to do this. Then the day will come where we'll be able to relax, sit down, and enjoy a nice cup of tea, looking at the sunset, say, it was worth it all. And the last one I want to share with you, stay with it. Remain on the cutting edge. I said to somebody some time ago, I thank God for what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing, I can do for many years to come. As long as I stay with it. As long as I am remaining on the cutting edge. And remember what I said a little bit earlier in the session. Always keep on learning. Never stagnate. And as you are growing and you're making success, be sure that you can do all of these things and you stay on the race. One of the presidents of IBM has said, if you want to be successful, last one day longer than the other guy. In other words, don't quit so quickly. To overcome a person's failure rate, go, reach your potential. Possess a teachable spirit is deadly for you as a leader. Intellectual arrogance is a cancer to the spirit of a leader. A leader can be right, can sometimes be so many times right that they think, I'm always right. Courage is the willingness to take a calculated risk. It will not necessarily be easy. You will have to take risks. In our comfort zone, we don't take risks. We just live the same life as yesterday and the day before yesterday. No risk, no challenges, just repeating of the same old thing. Playing too safe will steal your courage. Keeping your heart in your throat will build courage. In order to develop courage, is necessary to classify obstacles as opportunities and not as stumbling blocks. And our persistence will build character, and character will help us to handle success. Let us not stop growing. Keep on growing, keep on learning, reaching your destiny, search for your potential. And if you do not know this, find a mentor in your life. Sit at his feet so that he or she can teach you to discover your destiny and your purpose. Thank you for joining in, and please follow my YouTube channel as well, and you are welcome to share this video to as many people as possible. God bless you.